Well, begin this journey to becoming a paralegal, to landing your first job in the paralegal career, you will hit boulders and barriers. They will crop up. So the visual you have is traveling along this path, and as you're working hard trying to learn all you can, these barriers and boulders pop up. And what are these barriers and boulders necessarily that I talk about a lot? Well, they can come in the form of a naysayer in your life, a person who you share a dream with, and they're kiboshing it. They're saying, why do you think you can do this? I've had that one said to me. It can also come in the form of doubt and fear. It can be coming totally from yourself. It may be that you're the only one kiboshing it, that you're the one who's saying those negative things about yourself, or believing that you can't do this. But I'm here to tell you that people go into this career from all walks of life, from education, certificates, and none of the above. Okay, so there's more than one way to get into the career, and you need to not wrap a box around yourself or let anybody else do that to you. Just keep focusing on what the attorney needs and how you're going to communicate what you know to that attorney. Have you researched those areas of law that you have an interest in? And if you don't have an interest in it, number one, you have to question why, and ask yourself, why am I not researching on Google? And if you never thought of it, today's the day to start that and look up those areas of law that paralegals are involved in, and use Google to find out those things. What do paralegals do in those areas of law? Not what attorneys do, because that's not who you will be. You will be the paralegal, legal assistant, or legal secretary. So be sure to keep your focus. There will be detours along the way. So you have a day which was a total detour. Don't let that multiply into a week or a month. Keep focused on that task, and you need to do research. Use a notebook like I tell you to all the time to track. I have my notes here, and I have to go back in when I get home and take those notes and just put them into different piles about it, regarding the topics that I was doing research on. So if you're researching what paralegals do in criminal law, or in family law, or perhaps personal injury, or workers' compensation law, then you've got to have separate notebooks or separate areas of the notebook for each of those areas, so you can go back and you can look at what you looked up, and you're not going to recreate the wheel every time. You can also bookmark websites that you find in your browser. Make sure you do that so you can find them again. That's what we do as paralegals. That's really great training for your first paralegal job. Every bit of data that you're finding, you want to bookmark it or make notes so you can go back to it. I have notebooks that I keep where I can go back to areas of law, or it might be estate planning, where you do wills and living wills and healthcare surrogates, where I can go back and look at that stuff and bring myself up to speed if I need to, without having to do research again. Okay? So be sure that you don't let anybody or anything take you off track. If you really are convinced that this field is something you're interested in, or maybe you're not, and the research is what's going to tell you. Do you really want to do this work? It's not just the work that I like, but it's the people I work around and with. And now working remotely, we can see each other on Zoom calls. And so I like to work in a place where I work as a team with people. Even though I like being an island and doing my work, I like to then get together with people I am working with in an office at certain points during the day to talk and go over things, but also to do life with It might be just celebrating birthdays and that type of thing. But those apps say, look for the 19 alternative paralegal careers list and the free chapter of my book, Legal Break-In. I'll put the link below for the website in general, but look for those two items. Just remember 19 and you'll see that tab. And on the other side of it, of the website, you'll see free chapter. Get that free chapter of my book, Legal Break-In. Yes, there's another tab for the whole book. You can order it through that tab. But when you click on either of those complimentary items, it will take you to an area which is my hub for paralegal goodies, where there are videos. One's called 4 Hot Areas of Law for 2020 to 2021. You need to watch that video. Okay, it's important as far as what areas will be hot to work in over the next really 2 years. So, and mainly because of the pandemic. Okay, so look at that. The Paralegal Inner Circle class is going to be launching on November 1st through the 8th, and then it shuts down for the rest of 2020. So if you're looking to learn from a paralegal and know how to not only attract the attorney's attention, but what you should know to attract the attorney's attention in your cover letter, resume, but also what legal knowledge should you have as a paralegal to start off with, to get that foot in the door, I recommend my class to you. Okay? All right, so that is it for today. Have a great day. Don't forget, the description box below has the link to the website. Oh, what else was I going to tell you? Oh, if you would, please like and subscribe so that you don't miss future videos. All right, have a great one. Talk to you in the next live. Bye.